Good day, my name is Angelo, your anchor. This is Nation's Voice Tower, that hub that keeps you updated on things pertaining to the political system in Nigeria and abroad. Now, the updates today will come in a different form because I've been doing a lot of digging lately and I have lots of information on things that have been happening, but I feel I should share with our lovely viewers as soon as possible. Now, the same account that exposed few dealings of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu and the tribunal with Babatunde Raji Fashola has come out to expose lots of things in it again. This same account with the name Jackson Chude, with the username Jackson PBN, has exposed a different sort of exposition on the ministerial nominees of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu. Now, first of all, he tried to establish a link between the female ministerial nominees of the president and some big political warheads in the country. He tried to establish an affair between these female nominees that are said to be married and some big politicians in Nigeria. But I'm going to read it out for you straight from the tweet. But the focus of Nation's Voice Tower will be to establish a link between the reason why these women were called out to be nominees as ministers. Why not the Okonjo-Iwealas? Why not the Obieze-Kwesilis? Why not all those type of women? Why would some women who have already a dented personality be brought? I will tell you how these people have a dented personality. Lots of these women that were in these ministerial nominees have issues with their political career. Some have been called out, some have run into trouble and have escaped. We don't even know how. Now, let me tell you directly. The first on the list is Dr. Mariam Shettima. Now, she has been taken out from the ministerial nominee list, so we won't talk about her. I think she's very lucky not to be in this list anymore. Second, we have Dr. Doris Uzoka. Now, according to the tweet, as you can see on your screen, this particular tweet linked Dr. Doris Uzoka with Hope Uzodinma, the governor of Imo State. Whatever they are doing, we don't know. We are yet to establish that. But the truth is, I have a publication about this same Doris Uzoka, and I would like to share it with our viewers. Now, a particular publication, one Nigerian watchdog, spoke about Doris Uzoka sometime. Now, she was actually one of the commissioners or the commissioner of finance during in Hope Uzodinma's government. Now, the Nigerian watchdog published a particular publication where it was said, let me read from the publication. Dr. Doris Nkiruka Uzoka is a former staff of the Zenith Bank, which is the major bank involved in severe financial infractions tantamount to allegedly defrauding the state, Imo State, of over 101.5 billion naira. Now, in view of the above, she was nominated as Commissioner of Finance in Imo State. Although a doctor by profession, she went into banking at some point. This particular publication tried to establish the reason why Hope Uzodinma chose her as Commissioner of Finance, even when she had a dented image already. Now, straightforwardly, it said, in the view of the above, it is believed in several quarters that the appointment of the aide of the former commissioner, whose integrity was questioned as chairman of a sensitive establishment like the BIR, could be a grand design to cover up some issues. Now, what are they trying to say? The Nigerian watchdog is trying to establish the fact that this Dr. Doris Uzoka was brought on board as a commissioner of finance in Imo State just to cover up lots of financial misconducts that were perpetrated by the Imo State government under Hope Uzodinma. Now, I feel, having done her job so well as the commissioner of finance in Imo State, she has now been rewarded being the ministerial nominee from Imo State. That is her own. Now, let's talk of the next person, Stella Okotete. Now, Stella Okotete, according to this particular tweet, was linked with Timipre Silva, the former governor of Bayelsa State. Now, aside that, there was a publication some time ago on Stella Okotete, and I would like to share with our viewers too. Now, Stella Okotete was actually is a senatorial nominee, and what the particular publication that spoke about her is a publication called The Opinion Nigeria. Now, let me read from that straight publication that had something on her. According to the report of the 8th Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions, which was then chaired by Senator Samuel N. Anyanwu, who is presently the gubernatorial candidate of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, in the November 11th Imo State governorship elections. Stella Okotete was found guilty after it thoroughly went through oral and written submissions available to the committee by the petitioners, Mason Law Practice, on behalf of one Elijah Global. Now, the truth is, Think Tank Initiative and Stella Okotete had issues. It was revealed that Okotete fraudulently misrepresented her qualification to hold the post of executive director at the bank. Now, there are documents that were served as regards this particular allegation. But there was another lawsuit filed against her in 2015 where the head of the committee, one Mr. Ebube, alleged further that Stella Okotete, as an undergraduate, had carryovers in 4 courses which she did not retake. Now, she was an alumni of the Benson Dahosa University. The university, upon discovery, did not approve of her graduation from the institution, adding that the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC) certificate presented to Okotete was fake. And this same person appeared in the ministerial nominee list as a nominee. And if nothing, or if everything goes as planned, she's going to be confirmed. Well, that is that on that. Next person is Dr. Betta Edu. Not much has been known about her because she apparently looks like a baby politician. But in 2020, she had issues with the Nigerian Medical Association. All right, I have a video of her interview with Arise News sometime 2 years ago or a year ago, when she was asked about her relationship with Ben Ayade. Of course, in this tweet, she was linked to Ben Ayade, but in this video, she had a different opinion about her relationship with Ben Ayade. So watch this video. When we come back, I'll tell you something about her.
Dr. Edu, well, as I told you at the beginning of this conversation, I'm biased. You and I were products of the same university. And I took a look at your profile, excellent profile. But then you just moved away from medicine into politics. And now from APC to PDP. Now, the choice that you made in 2021, is it because of your godfather, Ben Ayade, or you are really convinced that the APC remains or is the future of Nigeria? Or you are just doing this because you belong to a political camp? And is this the end of your career in medicine?
Okay, number one, I'm a medical doctor, right? And I would always be a medical doctor. I'm a professional. And in fact, even as part of my programs for my new office, I would use this platform to offer free medical services to underserved population in Nigeria and attract more persons, keep the social contract for my dear party APC. So I'll say 2 things, and I'll say them really, really quick. Number one, Governor Ben Ayade is my father. Dr. Linda Ayade, she's my mother, and this is beyond politics. This is a relationship that has been built over time.
Yes, so you've heard the link there. She said Ben Ayade, the governor of Cross River State. Of course, she's from Cross River State. The governor of Cross River State is her godfather. We don't want to know the link. We don't want to know how true it is. But something happened in 2020 when Dr. Betta Edu had an issue with the Nigerian Medical Association. How she found out, or how she found her way out of that problem, is yet to be unraveled, okay? But it was such a big issue that needed immediate punishment and immediate sanctions, but she escaped. Now, in 2020, according to findings, Dr. Edu was accused of posting fake photos of ventilators. the Cross River State chapter of the Nigerian Medical Association passed a vote of no confidence on Edu over accusations of professional misconduct in the context of the COVID-19 pandemic. Edu claims that the vote of no confidence was strictly political. In 2022, during her campaign to become national women leader of the APC, Edu was accused of procedural misconduct. Now, somebody who had an offense as grievous as this has been nominated as the ministerial nominee from Cross River State. And if everything goes as planned, she will be confirmed. Seriously, in this government, are we running the government of criminals or a government of ex-convicts? So I'm going to show you reasons why I feel she still has more to answer. Now, somebody in such a case was supposed to face sanctions, but she didn't. Her links to the government made her escape such sanctions, and now she has been compensated. All right, let me take you to the next list. The next person on our list is Dr. Mrs. Nkiruka Onyejiocha. Miss Nkiruka Onyejiocha, without wasting much of her time, the Daily Post had a publication on her about how the Abia State government, she's from Abia State, how the Abia State government spoke about her failed regime as a lawmaker, all right, from Abia State. Now, from the publication on your list, from the Daily Mail, you can see that Nkiruka Onyejiocha had an issue with the Abia State government, where it was said from the caption there, they said, "You are a failed lawmaker. Abia government rebukes Onyejiocha." In a statement signed by the government of Abia State, the statement said, "Our intention has been drawn to a certain interview granted by a self-confessed failed legislature of Abia origin, who has also since been adjured by her constituents as having wasted 13 years of her time or of their time as a legislator in Abuja with nothing to show for it except an erosion control project she claims to have attracted, a claim which is still being fiercely contested by other leading actors in her political party." Somebody who spent 13 years in the National Assembly and could not help her federal constituency is now in the ministerial nominee list. Seriously. So how does this work? How does this work? Can you see what we're saying? Now, finally, the name on our list is Uju Kennedy. Now, Uju Kennedy is, although somebody who has not been known for a long while for any controversy in the political system in Nigeria, but I believe there is a reason why she came to this list. Frontline News, a publication, had it some time ago that, or during the campaign period, let me read it straight from the publication, you can see on your screen, sole female APC presidential aspirant Uju Kennedy steps down for Tinibu. So she stepped, although we knew that, okay, this is politics, but she knew she wouldn't win, but she had to step down for Asiwaju, not for just anybody. There were over 20 aspirants from the APC, Ahmad Lawan and so on and so forth, David Umahi, you know, but she stepped down for Tinibu. So we believe that she has been compensated for stepping down for Tinibu to give her a ministerial list. So instead of competence, you are going for loyalty. Is that what you should work for instead of competence and capacity? So I've established the link between these women and the government and the reason why they were nominated. So I feel that somehow these women were brought to this list not based on merit, but based on their links to big politicians as earlier established by that Twitter account by Jacques Sulude, and their links or a set of thank you for all your political involvements over time. All right, now the senators from the northern side of the country, the Northern Senators Forum, have spoken. They said they are not with Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu on this particular thing he's trying to do. What is he trying to do? Because of the planned Nigerian army invasion on Niger Republic. They said they are not with Asiwaju in this one. Oh. He should better find a way to resolve the issue with Niger Republic instead of war. If it is war he's going to use as a form of resolution, they are not part of it. Speaking about this, one Senator Suleiman Kawu, the spokesperson of the Northern Senators Forum, spoke bitterly with one voice representing all the senators from the northern side of the country to call out the president. Please, we are not interested in anything war with Niger Republic. Do you know why these senators are crying? I will tell you why. Watch this video where they were talking in one voice through Senator Suleiman Kawu. More details when we come back.
We, the Northern Senators Forum, or caucus on 10th Senate, under the leadership of Abdul Ahmed Ningi, note with concern and condemn in its entirety the unfortunate development in Niger Republic, where the military possibly upstaged a democratically elected government of President Muhammad Bazoum. The Northern Senators also take cognizance of the effort of ECOWAS leaders under the able chairmanship of our dear President Bola Ahmed Tinibu in resolving the situation in Niger Republic. The emphasis, however, should be focused on political and diplomatic means to restore democratic governance in Niger Republic. We also take exception to use up the military force until all other avenues as mentioned above are exhausted. As a consequence, will be casualty among innocent citizens who go about their daily businesses. Besides, about 7 northern states are share border with Niger, namely Kebbi State, Sokoto State, Zamfara State, Katsina State, Jigawa State, Yobe, and Borno State, respectively. We are also aware of the situation of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Libya, which may affect the 7 northern states, because all these 3 states share border with the Niger Republic. If military force is used, there is serious implication for our country. If military force is used without using all the democratic or diplomatic channel in resolving the cognia. As a Democrat and representative of the people, we are hereby urging our colleague, more especially from the other region, to observe due diligence in invoking Section 5, subsection 4, A and B, which gives the National Assembly power to approve the request, or more particular, Senate power to approve the request of Mr. President when we intend to participate or to join any foreign or to engage our military in foreign war. This is our position, and we are urging our colleagues and Nigerians to see reason on using democratic, political, and diplomatic way in reaching out to the military junta of Niger to resolve the issue. Let me re-emphasize that.
All right, now let's establish a very quick link here. Apart from the fact that war is not the best way of conflict resolution, and apart from the fact that when Nigeria finally attacks Niger Republic as planned, it's going to be so detrimental to the country because lots of lives and properties will be lost, and it's not what we want at this time or at this point in time. But the northern part of the country is very close to Niger Republic. It shares borders with Niger Republic, somewhere in Katsina, somewhere in I think Borno State or so share boundaries with Niger Republic. Sokoto State somehow share boundaries with Niger Republic. Lots of these politicians, especially these senators, have big enterprises and big landed properties and assets in the Republic of Niger. Remember when President Muhammadu Buhari former said when he finally hands over, he's going to go back to Niger Republic. Can you see that some of these big people in Nigeria have assets in Niger Republic? Hence, they don't want the invasion to take place. We are not supporting any invasion, rather. There's not supposed to be war, but this is the reason why, apart from the fact that they are calling out the president because they don't need any war, they have assets there. So they don't want their assets to be tampered with. Why will APC senators call out Bola Ahmed Tinibu, their political leader? They have the guts and the effrontery to do that. That means there is something on the block. So please, the president should listen to the people of his party. They are saying they don't want any war with Niger Republic. Now, finally, let our viewers like our videos, share them, and watch till the end. Drop a comment for us in the comment section if you feel you have a suggestion to what we do. And don't also forget to tap the notification bell so that anytime we drop a new content, you'll be part of the first people to know. Now, in compliance with the provision of Section 147, subsection 2 of the 1999 Constitution as amended, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has applied that particular part of the Constitution by taking out a ministerial nominee, Dr. Miriam Shetima, and replacing her with two people. Amongst these two people, one name seemed very familiar. Festus Keyamo, Senior Advocate of Nigeria. Now, people have been dragging him out after everything you did for APC. They have not called you as a minister. But now, he even came out on his Twitter handle to say, thank God. They say our God is a God of miracles. That means he is happy with his ministerial nominee of nomination. That means he was really sad when he was not called out. Let's say, by so saying, he walked his way through the ministerial nominee list. Let me allow you watch Senator Godswill Akpabio while he announced the activation of Section 147, subsection 2 by President Tinubu. Then we will talk more.
Request for withdrawal and replacement of ministerial nominee. In compliance with the provisions of Section 147, subsection 2 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended, and sequel to my earlier correspondence dated the 2nd day of August 2023, I resolved to withdraw the nomination of Dr. Miriam Shetty. Furthermore, I am pleased to nominate Dr. Mariga Mahmoud Bongura and Mr. Keyamo San for consideration, and if deemed fit, confirmed by the Senate as ministers.
All right, it's now confirmed that Festus Keyamo is a ministerial nominee. Let's see what he will do about it. Let's see what ministry he will hold. He was formerly the Minister of Labor and Productivity. So let's see what he's going to do, what portfolio and how effective he's going to be now. Finally, Festus Keyamo is a minister. So we can all rest now. Festus Keyamo, can we rest now? We can all rest now. One person is left though, Bayo Onanuga and Femi Fani-Kayode. Well, I just feel that somehow your own games are over, but I know the APC will compensate these people for their jobs during the general elections on February 25th. Thank you so much for staying with us. See you next time. Bye.